that civet was coming forward and smelling like a stank bomb in a dirty, earthy forest.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hey Glow Beauties! This video is going to be about scents because I love scents. I'm driven by scents. I am known to stalk people. If I smell something that is amazing on them, a fragrance that I love, I will stalk them and ask them what they're wearing. So I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite discoveries of scents. And I discovered a lot of fragrances. I love fragrances, but I really got into it last year. So I made a lot of discoveries and I want to share them with you. But before we get in, we got to do a couple of things. Now, if you enjoy my magpie content over here, why don't you subscribe to join the Glow fam, and don't forget to hit the bell notification button so that you will keep up with all my videos as I post them. Don't forget to hit the like button because it pushes my video out into the stratosphere so that more people will know about it. And also I'll be putting links in the description box below of all the fragrances that I mentioned so that you can easily look them up, shop through my links. A lot of them will be affiliate links and it's no cost to you. It helps to support my channel that I can continue to put out this content to my Glow fam and to everybody else that enjoys fragrances along with us. And so with that, let us get in. So one of the fragrances that I discovered, well actually I discovered the line, Chanel's Les Exclusive line, and there is a number of fragrances in that line that a lot of people don't know about. So this is called the Les Exclusive. It's a little bit more upscale and more luxury, and it's more niche, less designer, less like mass market friendly. It's a little bit different. So anyway, the first one I'm going to mention is Coromandel. I have a little mini bottle of Coromandel. It is one of those, you know, miniature versions of the regular size. The Coromandel comes in a 75 ml. The next one up is, I believe, 200. That's going to be Brinks worthy. You're going to be breaking the bank with that. So it's really nice that they do come out with a 75 ml, which is a little more appetizing. It's $250 for the 75 ml. It's worth it. Coromandel is the most beautiful fragrance. It is amber woody oriental fragrance, but the amber woody is not heavy. It's not weighted. It's a little bit more light and refreshing because I think it's cut with the brighter notes. There's some citrus on the top with bitter orange and neroli and citruses. Then the mid notes has patchouli in it, but it's cut with the rose and jasmine. And then you've got the beautiful base notes. Apparently there's white chocolate in there. There's the woodsy notes. There's the vanilla to sweeten it up. Benzoin, musk, and incense. So it's mixed. It is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Almost hard to describe because it's amber woody, but it's also has a lightness, refreshingness, and it's delightful. And the more it kind of marinates on the skin, the better it gets. And you don't smell like anybody else. It doesn't have the DNA of designer fragrances. Listen, I sprayed it on at work yesterday because I wanted to be reminded of the scent, and within 15 minutes a customer came by and asked me, what, I'm smelling something, and it's one or two women, I think it might be you. And it was me. She goes, oh my gosh, what is it? Well, with that I was able to show her the Les Exclusive line. She had heard about it before, but I reintroduced it to her. So I showed her my favorites and she absolutely loved them. The one that she actually ended up buying was Chanel number 22. And that is a beaut. And so she walked away absolutely happy, and I was very happy because I'm always delighted when I introduce a customer to new fragrances that they haven't heard of before, and she's not gonna smell like everybody else, and I think that is wonderful. So I was super happy. This fragrance, I think I'm gonna be measuring out whether it breaks the bank or not. Now, Creed breaks the bank, okay? So this is how I get my Creed. I get it through samples. So I got it through this. This is the Creed Sublime Vanille. I got it this way in the box. the sample bottle, and I actually bought an oil perfumery version of the Sublime Vanilla. And the coolest thing is, this sometimes doesn't last as long on the skin because there's citruses in it. You got the vanilla. It's weird because this particular fragrance, the notes don't match up from Fragrantica to Creed's online version. I veer towards Creed's. I mean, I think they should know their notes. Top note, tonka bean and vanilla. Mid notes are the lemon and bergamot. So that is creating the freshness to this scent so that it doesn't smell like a typical childish vanilla. It is rounded and softened and made wearable, classy, and sophisticated by this. And then you got the musk and you got the Tonkin musk as the base. And the Tonkin musk actually comes from a deer, and it's sensual. It is beautiful musk. It has flavors. It almost has a bit of a fruity flavor in there. So this is why this vanilla doesn't smell typical. And the Creed line, the Sublime Vanilla, is from their Royal line. And the Royal line took like 7 years to conjure up and to make. So this is a beautiful thing. And the scent is, oh my goodness, it's refreshing. You could almost wear it all year round, but you can wear it summer. Usually you think of vanilla fragrances that are thick and heavy and worn in the wintertime, whereas they lighten and brighten this up and sophisticated it. And classy girl, you can go on weekend outings, you can wear it to work. Basically, this is practically signature scent worthy, but it's like $560, so this is the way I do it. I have the sample, I have all of Perfumery's version. Kind of make dupes, or another way of saying it, their version of it will last long because it's oil-based, right? So I like to layer the two, and then you get it to last a long, long time. And this is the affordable way to wear my Creed, okay? Sue me. The bottle to this Creed fragrance is amazing. Let me tell you, the bottle is expensive. The bottle itself is regal, as it should, because it's hand-blown, ornately carved pochette glass bottle etched with the Creed's family crest, and wait for it, in 10-karat gold. And even the necklace medallion on it is 10-karat gold. It is $560. Break the bank. The fragrance is lighter, softer. It is not loud. It is a lady. She's sophisticated. She has the Mona Lisa smile. She smiles, but it's not a big, big smile. It's a Mona Lisa sophisticated luxury smile. She goes to high tea, this one. She doesn't like to throw her weight around. She doesn't need to be loud. She can be proud, but she don't need to push her weight to do it. This is Creed's Sublime Vanilla. She knows her royalty. She does not have to scream it from the rooftop. This is the way I wear my Creed Sublime Vanilla, and it is sublime. I discovered Cartier in 2022. This is when I say signature scent, I don't mean like it's a one scent that I'll wear and I won't wear anything else. I mean it as, because I'm a butterfly. I fly all over the place. I love a lot of things. This is signature scent worthy for me, where it's something that I could wear literally all year round, even though it's more of a spring and summer. This is a sparkling, divine soleil fleuret of a fragrance made from a lily. Lily and citrus at the top, lily in the middle, and lily and green notes at the base. And let me tell you, this is a soleil fleuret, which means it is a one-note fragrance. This comes from the lily petals, the pistil, and the stalk. And let me tell you, this smells divine. It's almost has a bit of a candy sweet smell of the lily. It also has, it's effervescent and sparkling. I don't know what Mathilde Laurent did with this, but she created this beautiful, sparkling, effervescent. It almost gets to my head and makes me feel a bit drunk. It's made from not any lily. There are so many species of lily. You've got the more common huge-headed Easter lily. It's not even from that. But one customer told me the Casablanca lily, and I was able to discover it in my local flower shop, and it's a smaller headed lily you can put in a small bouquet. It's kind of white but off green color, and when you put your nose in it, you literally smell this. And that lily literally smells like a fragrance. You know how a flower smells like a plant flower, whereas this is as if God dropped a dropper of fragrance. He already mixed it and dropped it in this lily, and all Matilda had to do was diffuse it and put it in the bottle and add a little bit of citrus and add a little bit of green nose. This is it. It is so beautiful, and I love to wear it in the spring and summer, but I love to even wear it in the winter time because it's smooth. I like smoother fragrances. It's not hard hitting, it's not loud, it's not screechy. It's smooth, but it's bright and it uplifts you. It's not cloying, it doesn't aggravate people. You can wear it at work, you can wear it at home, you can wear it on the weekends. You're sitting with your friend at a cafe and you don't want to be overwhelming with your scent. This is the way to go. I love this, I love it. We are gonna go bodacious because this is loud and proud. And this is Kilian's Angel's Share. I call this a caramel, cinnamon, fruit loopy, cognac, a bit smoky, gourmand, warm, sexy, delicious, strong man like an oak that's giving me a beautiful bear hug. Makes me feel like I'm in a high class speakeasy, leaning back in a leather chair, and you're just enjoying this scent. It is gourmand, it is cinnamon, but it's not much cinnamon. You can smell the cognac, but it's sweetened by the praline and the vanilla. Oh my goodness, it's delicious, okay? It is loud and it is proud, and I will not sit in a cafe with my friend with this. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm not gonna sit in a cafe with my friend with this. At one point, I was fragrancing my room with it, and I had to kind of pull it back because I don't wanna be wasting the stuff. I hadn't been wearing deep, loud and proud fragrances for a while. They came back to it from more softer fare. I can smell the smoke that other people were mentioning in the fragrance that I wasn't picking up at the beginning. Now I can smell it a bit, but it's not overwhelming. It just conjures up an amazing cognac bar with the scent wrapped around you. You feel like you're in paradise, but a heady, strong, delicious paradise. My little one, he woke up a little upset. You know, like when toddlers wake up and they wake up crying, you know, they're mad. they're mad, they're not a happy wake up. My little one is in an unhappy wake up mood. But we gotta get this filmed first before we go and deal with him. I will be dealing with him and getting him in a better mood. We're going from heavy to lighter fare. This is another one of Chanel's Les Exclusive line. This is again what I discovered. This is Chanel's Les Exclusive Gardenia. This is amazing. It's innocent. It's almost like a one-note fragrance, though it is mixed a bit, and it's actually inspired by Chanel's love of camellias, but camellias don't have a scent, so Ernest Beau decided to use gardenias. Even gardenias, you can't extract a scent from gardenia either. Ernest Beau came up with an accord for gardenia to have it smell like gardenia, because there's ways and means, and so this is it. This is so beautiful. It's innocent, it's light, it's refreshing. It smells like a flower. It isn't over-mixed. It isn't something that's so over-mixed you can barely smell the flower in it. You smell the flower over the mix. And this is what I like when you're dealing with a floral fragrance that is supposed to be kind of in one note, whereas this isn't one note, but it feels like a one note. It's so beautiful that you could literally use it as your wedding fragrance, okay? This would be something that I would wear if I get married, but I have choices because there's also this one here, so who knows which one I will get married in if I ever get married, but this would be a lovely one. It's so light, it's so refreshing. I could also use this as my signature scent. I believe you can also get this in the 75 ml, so it won't be Brinks worthy. And this is the way I enjoy the gardenia, is through my sample. We're gonna go again floral. I bought it. Yes, I bought it, but I believe I bought it on installments from one of the department stores, because that's the only way this girl can do this. This is another floral one note type fragrance, Cartier's Pure Magnolia. This is so beautiful. It does have a little bit of a lily of the valley feel to it as opposed to the magnolia, but this is pure magnolia, and oh my gosh, this reminds me of a fragrance that I grew up with, and it's so beautiful, it's so delightful, and it feels very floral, right? Very one note floral. Oh my goodness, I can't get enough of this scent. I could douse myself in it. It's so beautiful, and again, it's signature scent worthy. And I like to wear it in the spring and summer, but I also can wear it in fall and in the winter time. And you can almost mix it with, you have a little bit of vanilla oil, put that down, spray this on top, and it just gives it a little bit more of a full-bodied feel. But you don't have to do this. You could just spray this on you and just feel like a flippin' flower, okay? And when I'm in a flower mood, this is what I go to, Cartier's Pure Magnolia. And basically it's magnolia and citruses. That's it. The citrus is just freshening it up a bit. I am transported with that fragrance. I have two fragrances again that I discovered. I call them my soda pop fragrances because both of them conjure up a soda pop. So the first one is, it's a little loud and prouder compared to the other ones we were talking about. Still like more romantic. It's more slightly innocent, but with a bit of a rock chick underneath it. And that is Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. I was able to buy it on installments, and I got it with the full bottle and the travel spray. Somebody said it kind of has a Dr. Pepper smell to it, and I can't unsmell that. I call that my soda pop fragrance. It's only like a hint worthy. It's funny because when I first smelled it, I hated it because there was a scent in there that I couldn't stand, and I believe it was coming from the civet that's in there. The civet gives it a bit of a more grounded, earthy, because this could get a little bit too sweet with all the vanilla. So it has pink pepper, which gives it a rose and strawberry scent to it. There's bergamot that's going to give the freshness that cut into it, because there's a lot of sweetness to this. It's kind of based on the Turkish Delight marshmallow. You got to kind of cut into that with that civet and the musk and the vanilla and the lavender. But listen, I was smelling this, that civet was coming forward and smelling like a stank bomb in a dirty, earthy forest. Kind of like the subway car that I walked into yesterday that stank of poop so bad. Everybody was standing in there. It was almost full. Everybody was kind of stunned. And I'm going, I'm not a deer in headlights in that one. I'm getting out. I was trying to walk to get away from it, but it was all through the subway car, and it's like one subway car. There isn't like links of it. And I'm saying, no, I cannot stay here. I can't have this on me. I can't go to work with that on me. There was no way I was sitting in that stank. So I went out, and that civet was coming forward in that way, and I was having none of it. I had to scrub it off me, but 3 months later I put it on, and suddenly the civet went to the background, and I could smell it the way everybody else did. I'm really happy that that happened, because I would have lost out on this most amazing scent, and that civet kind of cuts into the sweetness and tames it. I have fun with it. It's a bit fuller bodies. It's a little bit, it has some weight and heft to it, but it's also sexy, but not overly sexy. You know, it has a little bit of young, childlike innocence to it. Young people are really gonna enjoy this. More mature people can enjoy it too, because especially when you have a young heart, listen, this is everybody. This is everybody. So I am enjoying my Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. So this is the other soda pop fragrance. I like to call it soda pop fragrance. Who would have thought that Chanel Les Exclusive number 22, which is what my customer bought, I call a soda pop fragrance. Ernst Beau made Chanel No. 5 that came out in 1922. That was the first Chanel fragrance. And then he also made an iteration of it, you know, like a flanker of it. They called this the No. 22, and it came out the next year in 1922. It smells like Chanel No. 5, but it is the young sister or the daughter of Chanel No. 5. She is fresh, happy, she smiles a lot, she's bubbly, effervescent, ginger ale-y, spritzy. This is what this smells like. A spritzy, effervescent, lifts your head up scent. Oh my goodness. If you don't like Chanel No. 5, Chanel No. 2 is coming for you. And I didn't mean to make that rhyme either. This is a nice option for people that are not really into the more mature, nostalgic Chanel No. 5. This is the happy, fresh, modernized version. I love it, and I'm so glad I have it. And this fragrance, again, is signature scent worthy. You can wear apple blossom picking, the boardroom, because it's sophisticated. It runs the gamut. It can be sophisticated, it can be light and fresh, it can go to high tea, it can go to fairs and festivals. It can go pretty much anywhere. Maybe not a rock bar, maybe not a speakeasy, unless you want to be a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? And there's always room for being a little bit different with Chanel No. 22. I love my Cartier fragrances. This is another one that I discovered, and this is Cartier's La Panthère Eau de Parfum. It's the one that's the most popular because it spans the Eau de Toilette, which is more sparkling and fresh and more citrus-based gardenia, and the fruitier, it's actually more fruitier and actually a happier version. You'd think it would be deeper. So the parfum is actually happier and fruitier, and this one's right in the middle. It's a little bit more sophisticated than the parfum. The Eau de Parfum is like the crowd pleaser, and it is for a reason. And again, you won't smell like anybody else. It is gardenia based. I believe it has even a little bit of, yes, it has a little bit of rose in there, but it's gardenia based and dried fruit based. And it has strawberry, rhubarb, dried fruits. It also has, unusual, it has not only musk in the base notes, but it has moss and leather and patchouli in the base notes. But it all comes together. Lord have mercy. There's pear and ylang-ylang and orange blossom in the middle, along with rose and gardenia as the main player. Listen, this thing is amazing. It's just amazing. I don't know how to say it any other way. Hey, Emmy, I don't know how to say it any other way. It's sparkly, it's refreshing, but it's full-bodied at the same time. And you're not gonna smell like anybody else. It just does not have the DNA of other fragrances. This is not designer. It doesn't have the overmixed, loud, piercing designer fragrance thing. It's a niche fragrance, but it's in a niche all its own, okay? You're not even gonna smell like the niche fragrances. And a lot of those niche fragrances, I'm gonna tell you, they buy the discontinued codes of old fragrances that were in the 70s and 80s. They tweak it ever so slightly, or they use different notes to come up with the same scent, and then they slap their version of a name on it, and it's all theirs, okay? I know it. I know the different brands that do that. They're Byredo and Tom Ford. I'm just thinking, you can come for me if you want, but I'm just telling you, because I'm nearly 60 and I know I've smelled those fragrances before. I'm not gonna tell you which ones, and even when somebody admitted to me this about Tom Ford, so I know that that's what they do. But this is its own mix completely. There ain't nothing gonna smell like this. It didn't come from the past where somebody and they bought the code for it. No, this is all there is, and it's amazing. It's a niche of niche, and it's amazing. Trust me on this one. You shouldn't wake up upset. It's not the way to wake up. I can't hold all the bottles up, okay, y'all? That's impossible. I hope you enjoyed my favorite discovery. I am so happy and overjoyed that I was able to discover all these delicious, amazing, beautiful fragrances. A lot of these are not the typical DNA, so you're not gonna smell like everybody else. And believe me, these are absolutely amazing. So really try them out and see for yourself. And even if you don't like these ones that I chose from, like say the Les Exclusive, there's a whole bunch others that you can choose from. Even if you don't like the ones that I chose from Cartier, you may find some others in the line, like Le Carrette. There's other pure lines. I'm really happy that I was able to impart that to you and do a show and tell, because you know, when I love something, I want to be able to tell people about it, and this is a wonderful way to do that. This Oil Perfumery is a really, really great company because you can buy very small, affordable versions of what's mirror the more niche, they do more niche brands that are maybe out of reach of a lot of people, and you can get them in the oil kind, and they last a long time and they smell just like the original, and you can get it to last. And when you buy the original, you can layer it up and it will make the original last even longer. Hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy the Glow fan. Like this video because it pushes it out into the Ethernet and other people get to see it and enjoy these fragrances. I do keep the links down in the description so that you can easily research them and shop through them, because it helps to support my channel and also notifies the brands that I'm talking about them. And then it's a win-win, the circle of life. Rock your own kind of individual, niche, glowy, flowy fragrance, and keep on going and keep on glowing. I will. So funny.